We're going to do a little activity this morning to help you find places in your TEKS where you might be able to build in a writing activity. To do this, we're going to start in Google Drive. And once you're in your Google Drive, if you'll click on Shared with Me, we're going to use the search box at the top of this screen because you may have a lot of stuff in your Google Drive. So in this search box, I'm going to type in curriculum documents. And you can see that mine is populating a list under here that I could choose. If yours doesn't populate a list, indicating that you have searched for it before, if you'll come over here to the right where this drop-down menu is and click there, you'll get some advanced search opportunities. You can change this first, the file type, to a folder, which is what we're looking for. You could change the owner of this document and specify that you want it it's the folder that was shared by the GISD curriculum department. You don't necessarily need to specify a place, and just be sure that the words curriculum documents are in the search and click search. And that will bring up the documents we're looking for. Now, one step that you may or may not have already taken, I'm going to demonstrate this just using 7th grade English because that's what I last taught. Once I get to this list of documents, I'm going to click on Secondary Documents. I'm going to click on Secondary ELA and Reading. And once I get to the grade level that I'm looking for, I'm going to look for 7th grade ELA and Reading. I'm going to right-click on this folder. And when you right-click on this folder, if you see Add to My Drive, what we're about to do in this step is to add this folder to your Google Drive and get it out of the Shared with Me list. The only way to move something into your drive and keep it a live copy where updates that are made by others are updated to your folder is to use this process. If you drag something over into your drive, you have made yourself a copy of it, which will not be updated. So right-click and use this Add to My Drive. So we'll do that. And that folder is now living in your Google Drive, but it will be updated by the curriculum department. You can just find it a little more easily in your Google Drive. So moving on into this folder, I've opened it. I'm looking for the document that has all my TEKS in it. I'm just going to use my TEKS document, and the document here is the one I'm looking for. And you'll notice that you probably only have view access to this document. We are going to do our TEKS search here by using Control F for Find. That brings up a search box in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And for this demonstration in this class, we are looking for places in our TEKS where we can build in a writing activity. So I'm going to use the word explain as a keyword search. And you can tell just by looking at the box that the word explain appears 7 times in this document. The first time it appears is right here. Students are expected to explain a playwright's use of dialogue and stage directions. The next place it appears, explain the influence of the setting on plot development. Explain the difference between the theme of a literary work and the author's purpose in an expository text. And you can go on down through the document looking at places where this word appears. Now, those of you who don't teach writing as a core content area, you are still going to find these keywords in your searches. I'm going to close this one and come back to Control F. This time, I'm going to use the word describe. And the word describe appears 5 times in my TEKS document. So I'm just going to toggle down through the places where the word describe appears, and I'm looking for a place in my TEKS where I could build in a writing activity. And once you've determined the place where your students can practice their writing, we're going to move on and build some activities.